Hey, this is Tay Musselwhite with Digital Kimberlite, reaching out with our live stream for how to use Google Business Profile to maximize your marketing. This one's going to be way shorter than previous streams, so hold tight and we'll jump into it. What I want you to know about Google Business Profile is I believe this is the single most important tool that you should be using for your business. The reason being that it is a direct line to Google where you can tell them exactly what you want customers to know about your business so that you show up in search. Let's jump into it. Before I move on, I want to let you know the first caller from tonight's live stream who calls 847-957-4biz, that's 847-957-4249, will win 30 days of personal attention from me on your Google Business Profile. That could be anything from completely setting it up, and that 30 days would start after verification, or it could be a full optimization and posting and photo uploading, anything that I would recommend for Google Business Profile optimization. 30 days of that for the first caller. You win that at 847-957-4249. All right, let's jump into it. The first thing that I want to take a look at is 3 reasons why you need your Google Business Profile. Again, this is the most important part of search engine optimization. This is how you show up in the local pack, which is the holy grail of local marketing. This is how you show up on Google Maps. This is how you can get customers to call you, to visit your website, to request directions. And the thing to understand about Google Business Profile is this is very deep in the marketing funnel. When this shows very high intent, when someone searches for you and they find you on your Google Business Profile, and they are actively searching for a place to spend money. This is a direct line to tell Google everything about your business and be the answer to searches when people are searching for your products or services. Not only that, but customers can interact with your business via phone, messaging, your website, and getting directions. It is probably the best tool that Google has ever made for a small and medium-sized business, especially a local-based business that is selling products and services. Let's move on. The next thing that I'd like to talk to you about is some resources. These resources will always also be at the end of the presentation. How does getting set up on your Google Business Profile? That's the first thing that everyone needs to do. If you haven't done it, that involves going in, following this link. You create your profile, and then I want you to fill out every possible section. This is basic things like your name, address, and phone number, the NAP as it's referred to, but then also your business hours, upload some photos, upload your logo, show off some work that you've done, and then all of your services that you're offering, and then think of these services as when you're filling out those services, these are going to be the answers to things that people are searching for. So be very detailed. Google gives you a lot of room to describe your products and services or your services in your Google Business Profile. Use it. Fill up those characters. Use the characters and let Google read about your business and use that information to answer searches. The next thing that you want to start doing is when you get started, begin posting. Posts are a great way to show off work that you've done for customers. One of the greatest powers in marketing and selling is showing someone what you've done, right? If you're like a detail shop, we have a lot of clients who show off their posts on Instagram or Facebook, anything like that. Use those same pictures, write a great description, and talk about things like paint protection film or ceramic coatings or full car detailing, things like that. Get those keywords in there that people are searching for. And you know those because that's what you're selling. Make sure that those are in the descriptions. Set up an offer. The great thing about Google Business Profile is you can set up an introductory offer that shows up on a mobile search. Hey, if you're new to this business, come in for a complimentary car wash or anything like that. As you'll see, or as I started the presentation with, for me, it's, hey, the first caller tonight gets a full month, 30 days of Google Business Profile Optimization. Have an offer, have something that's interesting, get a hook. Not only that, but experiment. Have multiple offers. See which one drives your business. And that's another great thing about Google Business Profile. It's not really the basics, but they give you your KPIs to track. They'll tell you how many phone calls you had. They'll tell you when they happened, what day, what time. They'll tell you when you're the most busy. They'll track clicks to your website. They'll track getting directions, things like that. So it's very, very important to do these things because these are measurable marketing activities where you know that when you set up your Google business profile, Google starts to give you information about what is happening with that profile, and then you can act accordingly. And it's all free. I forgot to mention, it's free. Definitely make sure that when you are posting or that you create an offer, I want you to create within that post or offer a very clear call to action. Google gives you a selection. Whatever you do, whether it's call now, learn more, anything like that, just don't leave it blank. Give your prospective customers something to click on that takes them further down the funnel towards doing business with you. The next thing that when you're setting up your profile is Google's going to give you a lot of prompts when you're setting up that profile. Fill out every single one that you can. Go in, give Google more information, let them know that you're actively engaged in giving them information about your business, and fill it out as completely as possible as completely as is possible. That includes things like photos. Make sure that you have a really nice photo. Make sure that you have a really nice photo so that you can demonstrate what you do very well and with very high intent. The next thing that I recommend that you do is get your customers to add photos for you too. If this is something where you've done a job for someone, make sure that you're asking them, hey, your car looks great today. Do you mind posting a photo on our Google business profile? That coincidentally also helps you get more reviews because that's the page that it happens from. So I'm going to move on, but the first thing that I want you to do is get it set up. Start, if you don't have it, start today or start tomorrow. Get started is the most important thing. The next thing is how to maximize your marketing using your Google business profile. The first one here is the 3 things to do. The first one is give examples of what other customers have spent money on. Posts and then give suggestions with offers. Another thing that you can do is you can market events. If you're a detail shop and you're trying to win new customers and you're having an event, how about you tell Google about it? Let people find out about your event when they're searching for those things. That's what Google does. They connect searchers with the proper information. Make sure that you're doing it. Again, 3 things to do everywhere across your Google business profile is create a clear call to action. The call now, learn more, shop now, those buttons that Google gives you as defaults, pick one. Then, as you are maximizing your marketing, I want you to be very consistent and then continue to experiment with different posts, offers, and goals. Consistency is key. Think about a flywheel that once it gets going, it's going to keep going and going and going. I've seen this time and again with clients who, at first, they are very, very active. They're getting a lot of traction. The views, the actions are climbing up in our metrics. And then something happens. They get too busy. It's the busy season. And their activity dwindles from a business owner standpoint. And then that starts to tail off from the Google perspective. So just be consistent. Consistency is key. So those are your three things to do. The next thing that I would want to show you is these resources. Now, you can also reach out to me at this phone number, 847-957-4BIZ, or, you know, right here, uh, call or text. It's 847-957-4249, and I'll also send you these links if you'd like. But what these are is the basic setup. This is Google's own page about that. And the great thing about Google is they tell you how to do things. They're giving you very specific directions of what you need to do and how you need to do it. They provide the roadmap, and it starts with the top one. The next thing is how to use it, and then the small business with Google, that services that they tell you how to use it and market your business, more resources. And then lastly is a marketing kit from Google where you can go to Google, takes about 5 minutes, and they will create custom posts for you. Things like, hey, look at this great review, or hey, here are our hours, or find us at this number, or here's our address. It's a great tool that I recommend that you maximize and that you make sure that you're doing. So these are the resources. Again, I'll send you the this list if you would like it, or if you call that number 847-957-4BIZ. Next up, this is my contact information. So how to get that list, or if you're going to be the first caller for that 30 days of Google Business Profile Optimization, it's 847-957-4249. Our website is digitalkimberlite.com. That's KIMBERLITE. It's digitalkimberlite.com. And then also send us an email at info@digitalkimberlite. Lastly, I want to say thanks and let you know how to make your business work for you. That's our tagline. Making sure that Google knows information about your business, that you show up in search. That's, to me, that's the first way to make your business work for you. Secondly is posting, SEO work, things like that. And that's what we can also provide at this web address, digitalkimberlite.com/shop. And then last but not least, take action, make it happen. This is how you maximize your marketing with Google, with your Google Business Profile, and post and update your Google Business Profile as often as you do your other social channels, at least as often. And then just think about it. It is a direct line to Google and people searching for your product or business. Again, my name is Tay Musselwhite. Reach out to me at 847-957-4249. I'd love to go over any of this information with you. And furthermore, the first person who calls, you're going to get 30 days of Google Business Profile Optimization. Thanks again, and look forward to talking to you all.